this is Chris. I am here for my October update and my stitching retreat update and my November update and December update and January update. So, as you can tell, I am way far behind on filming. There are lots of reasons. Let's just chalk it up to life and stuff, and yeah. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to do this in somewhat of an order, but you know how it goes. We may get some sort of order, we may not. I am filming this on my new iPad that I got for Christmas for myself because I needed one. And I'm going to try to use iMovie to edit it, which I've never used before. So we will see how that goes as well. I may end up just loading it into my computer and doing it that way if I can't get it figured out, but we shall see. So when I left off, I was getting ready to head to the stitching retreat in Hershey. So I did go to that. I was a day late. I did this thing a few days beforehand where I woke up and I got out of bed and I couldn't see very well because I can't see very well. And I tripped over my slippers and I flew through the air. I got a good distance too. Like I went far and kind of like slid into home on my floor. And I sleep in the basement and it's a concrete floor. I mean, it has carpeting and everything over it, but it's not soft. So yeah, you know, I slid on concrete and I kind of laid there for a couple of seconds afterwards and thought, what did I injure? And I kind of felt okay. So I got up and took a shower and went to work. And it wasn't until the end of my shift in the morning when we were leaving that I kind of thought, wow, things are starting to hurt. So it came time for the retreat a few days later. And at that point, I was in a tremendous amount of pain, just like everything hurt. So I think it kicked me into a fibro flare, but I don't know. So I took an extra day and I just kind of stayed home and rested. And then I went to the retreat and they were like, hey, for the same price, we'll upgrade you to a suite. So I got upgraded to a suite and I was all by myself. So I don't know what that noise was. That was kind of a total waste for me to be in there all by myself, but that's how that went. And then I ended up getting sick at the retreat. So I spent very little time out of my room. I stitched a tiny little bit, and I'll show you what I stitched on. And I bought absolutely nothing. But we did get these complimentary bags. And it's just kind of a cute little tote bag. And it has this design on it. And this, I think, is in here to stitch. There's some patterns in here. This was Halloween weekend. So I'll open that up, and there were some, oops, upside down, some complimentary Sue Hillis designs. I am the queen, my pantyhose say so. I don't know how they knew that. And will work for freezer space. Super duper cute. Sue Hillis was there. I only got to see her very briefly. I wish I could have taken her finishing class, but I didn't get to. And then there was this kind of little, oh my gosh, everything is upside down. This is my first video. So this was a little welcome packet, and there were some, yeah, that design is, don't look at that. That design is in there to stitch. And there's a whole bunch of complimentary designs in there that I can't show you because it's only the chart. And then these charts were included as well. This is a Mother's Prayer quilt. No, Mother's Prayer. And then it says, I'm sorry, you're getting a shadow. Mother's Prayer quilt. And that's by Rosewood Manor. It's my first Rosewood Manor design. And then a Glendon Place design called United We Stand. Ironic, right? There's the Statue of Liberty. Poor girl's taking a beating right now, but she's hanging in there. But I won't make this political. But that is kind of one of the reasons I've just been really disheartened since the election. But anyway, then, since it was Halloween weekend, they kind of included this, or they didn't kind of, they actually included this little coffin. And then the idea was we were to decorate them, but I completely forgot they were going to do it, so I didn't take anything to decorate it with. And then inside, there's a whole bunch of candy, which obviously I didn't eat because I wasn't feeling well. And then, let's see if we can zoom in on this, a little needle minder with the same logo that has. Little bottle cap needle minder, very cute. Ooh, it's sticking. I have to put that on my minder board. I'm up to 3 minder boards now. Also included were, what do we got in here? There was a pen, which, hey, you always need a pen. 2 skeins of Weeks Die Works in Butterbean, which that is a fairly true representation of how that looks. A spool of, yeah, a skein of Anchor Thread in 73. So that's that. Some Madeira silk, and there was there's a spool of Krennic as well in 002. I did scratch my cornea, or my cornea tore rather, this morning, so my fine focus on print is shot. Don't ask me to really read anything reliably right now. There's that, and I finally fully finished my little Mill Hill turtle. I did swap this out for a star. This came in the Christmas Stitchy box. If you subscribe to that, I just cut out and glued on some felt and put a little ribbon. So that will hang, I don't know where it'll hang. It'll hang somewhere. But I made it a star turtle because of Harry Connick Jr.'s album Star Turtle. So I have lots of turtles all over the place. So there's him, and his name is Star Turtle. And then this is actually for my boyfriend. But his sister passed away not too long ago, a little over a year, and she had a thing about pirates. So I kind of stitched this for him. I don't know where he may put this. This was my new start in January for the Halloween all year long Stitch Along and Stitch Mania, and I finished it in the same felt since I had that out. And there is turquoise and the parrot. He also has his sister's bird. I'm sorry, I'm moving all over the place. He also has his sister's bird named Olive that, you know, I guess we will have that bird for a very long time. But, yep, so that is for him, and I'll send that off to him at some point. So I guess that's my only finishes, and they're fully finished. I have a couple of other things. I just need my mother to sew. I was kind of hoping she would do that for me this weekend, but she didn't feel like sewing, so it didn't get done. So these were my starts, or whips. Starts and whips. This was a new start in October, and this is what I was working on at the stitching retreat, and this is what I finished while I was there, which wasn't much. This is part 1 of Spooked. It is stitched in the recommended threads, and it is on the recommended fabric. It's ale, I believe it's a Belfast linen, and my little needle minder came from Nifty Needle Nannies. I had to think about that for a minute. So that's Spooked, and I'm going to continue working on that throughout the year for Halloween all year long, as well as some other Mill Hill kits. And then this is Turkey Bay by Plum Street Samplers. I started this in November, and this is how far I got. I worked on that just for maybe 2 or 3 days, and it's stitched in the recommended threads. This is on a 32 count Belfast linen in Winter Moon, and I think that's Zweigart. And the little needle minder is from Gina. So there's that. I should probably take this guy off of here. So I started working on, I was bound and determined I was going to get this done for Christmas. And hey, look, it's not done because I just got so tired of, and I don't know why. I just wanted to get it done, and yeah, I failed. I completely failed. So this is a very Merry Christmas Town by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I can't insert pictures unless I end up putting this on my computer. Candy shop, and then I started on part 3, and I just ran out of steam. This is also stitched on the recommended fabric and threads. It was a kit from Frosted Pumpkin, and my needle minders are both from Gina's Unique Boutique. And just for the heck of it, no sales or anything, I felt like working on plum pudding from Glendon Place, and I had maybe this much done, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just finished off the circle flowers. So that's that. And then I put that away. In January, I started the Quaker Fantasy Sal from Audrey TM. And I just kind of started on part 1. These are stitched in silks that came from the Dinky Dyes when they were selling the Misfit packs or whatever they were calling those. I'm not really happy with my color choices. I like the golds. I think I'm going to switch these out for blue. So I just stopped stitching and figured I would wait. But I mean, I like this green. The gold's okay, but I'm not really happy with this choice in the kind of rustish. I don't know what color it even is. But anyway, I stopped working on it until I can decide what I want to do. This is on a, I don't know if this is 28 or 32. Looks like 32. From Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie in Chocolate Milk. Oh, and I didn't tell you. Plum pudding is on a 28 count Joblin in Iris from Steph. And the minder is from Nifty Needle Nannies. And then we come up to the designer of the month, Stitch Along in Stitch Mania. And for January, it was Joan Elliott. I pulled out my autumn. Was she Autumn Goddess? I can't remember what she's called. That's terrible. But anyway, I pulled her out. I'll figure it out by the time I upload the video and edit it in. Last time you saw her, I had the bodice done, I had this done, and then I was in here working on the rest of her skirt. This is on a 28 count Joblin in Nature's something. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Why can't I remember these things? Nature's Dance from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, and the needle minder is from Gina. I also worked on my Goddess of the Sea or Sea Goddess. I've seen it both ways. This is on a 28 count Lugana, which I somehow ordered from Steph, which is weird because I don't ever order Lugana, but I did order it that way. And I actually really like stitching on it. This is the nicest Lugana I think I've ever stitched on. It's really nice. But this is in Shimmering Pool. And the last time you saw her, I had the bodice done. I had this belt done, and just a little tiny bit of her body, I guess you would call it. Anyway, so I finished that out. Everything else in here is beads. These are her robes. And then I started on, I couldn't decide whether to do her skin 1/1 or just to do it over 2. And I decided, since this is so nice and even, I would go ahead and try 1/1. And after I got up in here, I thought, what the heck was I thinking? And I put her away. But I do really like her. And my needle minders are both from Gina. And then for Whimsical Winter, to finish out the month, I picked up Winter Cove, and it will look like, so this is from By the Bay Needle Art. So it will look like this. I started this in Stitch Mania, and all that I had done was this little hill and a tiny little bit of white. So in the past week, I finished out the rest of the snow, and this is all the bigger it's going to be, all the wider it will be. I finished out the water and started on the big tree. So the only two colors I have left are actually this and the white. All the other colors are done. And I will continue to work on this throughout the winter until it is done. This is on a 28 count Jobelan in Storm from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. The needle minder is from Gina. And this ground guard is from HCat Crafts. And I got that quite a while ago, so I doubt that fabric's still available. So that looks like I did a lot, but considering that that went through November, December, January, like 3.5 months, it really isn't much. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Okay. I lost my stitchy bug for a while. So next we have haul, and my haul is like obscene. And it was funny because I just watched Heather's video, and she kind of said the same thing. But when you don't do a video for a while, like the stuff just piles up like crazy. I'm not going to unfold these because people have shown them already. These are my fabrics of the month. We'll do Under the Sea first. This is Khaleesi. Everything from Leslie will be a 32 count Belfast. Khaleesi is a little bit crazy. It has a lot of like modeling in it. No idea what I will do with that, but there it is. And then this is Lapis. And I think I'm going to use this for Ship's Manor, the stitch along from them. I think. That's really pretty. This is Keone. I have no idea how that's pronounced. I know she's a goddess of like icy wind or something. But this I'm going to use, I haven't started it yet, but this is for the Newtown, Brave Newtown stitch along, something like that. I can't remember what it's called. That, because I want to do that all on one piece of fabric. I think that'll work. And then this just came yesterday. This is Evergreen. And this is beautiful. Look at this, you guys. Just because, I don't know if you've seen this from anyone yet. Sorry, there's a fuzzy. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I have a plan for this, but I don't know. With my nails, they're terrible. Since people are showing their nails off lately, though. This is a Jamberry. Last year's. I don't know if it's still available. This came out last year. It was called Blooming Love. So these are Jamberries. I have a a gel coat over top. It does tend to make them last a little bit longer. I'm really hard on my nails. I use them as tools, but I broke a lot of them down really, really far when I didn't have anything on them for a couple of days. Like, broke them down to the quick that, you know, like, it hurt to touch anything. So I spent a couple of weeks just with like a julep oxygen coat. What is that stuff called? I'll show you. Julep Take a Breather. It's an oxygen nail treatment. Oh, this moved. Sorry. But it's an oxygen nail treatment. So I had that on my nails for a couple of weeks, and it did really, really improve them, and it helped those bad breaks grow out. So that was nice, if anybody cares about nails. And into stuffs. Sorry. I'm getting like serious shadows here. Let's move this way. Okay. So this is Imp's Playground, and on the website it looked so much different in linen and Jobelan that I bought both. So this is 32 count. This is a 32 count Belfast, and this is a 28 count Jobelan. And it's not as different as I thought. It's definitely more muted in the Jobelan than it is in the, oops, what was that? Oh, that's that pattern I can't show you because it's just a pattern. And you can see the colors are definitely more vivid, kind of splotchier, if that makes sense. So there's a side-by-side, if you ever wondered the difference. Just the way fabrics take dye, they take it differently. So there you go. Those are both Imps Playground. It was a limited edition fabric that Steph had in October. I just really liked it, so I got 2 pieces. And this is everything from Steph from now on will be in a 28 count cashel. This is dried thistle. I hate saying thistle, it's a hard word. That is so pretty, and I think I'm going to, I'll show you when I get to it, when I actually put it over there. This is Ceridwen, which is actually very, very pretty. It's kind of roses and green. I'm not sure if this came first or Winter Wishes came first. And then this is Winter Wishes, which this is actually really pretty. It's, and again, I don't know if you've seen this yet, so I'll show you. And it's not picking up as well as I would hope. No, it's not going to either. It's kind of like, why can't I think of what it's called? I use it for a lot of stuff. I've been up all night. Forgive me for that. It's terrible. Whatever. I use it a lot for a lot of things. It's just a little bit lighter and it's got some white in it and it's really nice. Now we will go, let's do needle minders next. Okay. Sorry, that Q-snap I took apart is making some noise. First of all, I actually won a drawing. I never, ever win drawings. So that was really exciting. So this was from Nifty Needle Nannies. And this thing, look how big it is. It is ginormous. And it actually needs 2 magnets to hold it. But I was so happy to get that. And so surprised. I didn't realize. So that was really exciting. So I got that, and also from Nifty Needle Nannies. There's some that I'm missing. Actually, no. These are all my Nifty Needle Nannies. So I had ordered these. She had had a sale on buttons. And this is Money Can't Buy Happiness, but it can buy stitching supplies. And I cross stitch so I don't kill people. And then this was a rack and my very first rack, so I was excited about that. And I wasn't told that I could say who it was, so I won't. But yeah, it's adorable. Very cute. And then this was also from Nifty Needle Nannies. And I got, these just came the other day. They had a little Coke bottle. And oh, look, it's the Puddles of Love girl. So she will go on Puddles of Love when I bring her back out. And then the girl on the books. And love little Doctor Who. Number 10, my fave. Love David Tennant. And then this is the ones I'm missing some. These came from Bella Stitch. And I got a snowflake. And a Hello Kitty. And a cute little fox. Nail polished bottle. Mardi Gras. I think it's supposed to be a hurricane, but it looks more like a hand grenade to me, almost. I don't know. But she does hers with these great backs that are so cool. And I got a couple of the this is awful. I can't even talk. I don't know why I can't talk. I had a couple of her, the quartz ones, you know, that are slices, but they are upstairs, and I am not going back upstairs to get them. I wanted to give these needles a try. These are the ones that thread, so you can see it right there. They thread in the center, And then you can just go up and down, like straight up and down through your fabric, and you don't have to turn your needle. So you don't, it keeps the floss from twisting so that it lays flatter. And I think it was Vanna did a tutorial where she said, excuse me, I'm stretching. Sorry, I did that again. Savannah did a tutorial where she said about not turning your needle, and you can just with a regular needle do that, but I thought this might be easier, so I'm going to give that a try and see how those work. And speaking of Vanna, I got the infamous seam ripper with the little head that picks up the fuzzies. I hope I don't need to use it, but there it is. And now we'll go to patterns, and I want you guys to remember that this was, you know, 3.5 months of stash. And you know what, let's do these little guys first. We'll do the little guys first. Okay, so there was a sale on Mill Hill kits on 1-2-3 Stitch. So I want to do a Halloween tree. So I picked up some Halloween. And this is Blackbird Pumpkin. I also got some Christmas ones. This is Hope. This will go to my Aunt Marty when I stitch this. Anyway, she loves polar bears, so I'm going to make that for her. That was really a weird aside, but such is my life. And then I got the Snowy Owl, and that'll go to my mother. She likes owls. So that's that. And now we'll go to patterns. I got Death by Cross Stitch. At the moment, I am not sure where Death by Cross Stitch is. It's around here. I don't think I've shown you any of these. I may have, I don't know. But I got Afternoon in Rome. This is from Stitching Bits and Bobs. And I got the Holly and Heart, the Lizzie Kate Christmas Mystery Stitch Along from a couple years ago. I think Garrett bought this as well. So that is what it will look like when it's done. I got a ton of Plum Street sampler charts. Some came from Stitching Bits and Bobs, some came from my LNS, and some came from 1-2-3 Stitch, I think. I don't know. So this is Harvest Keeper. I am going to be starting that tonight and a stitch along with the Springfield Stitcher. And if you didn't watch her video, she talks about this as well. And ironically, she also had trouble talking. So hey, we're on the same page with that. And I will just add, Olivia, you know you want to join in. So I was thinking about using the, and I'm going to need to make this decision soon. No, that's the wrong one. I was thinking about using the, where did you go? Seriously. Oh my gosh. What do I do with it? I have no idea. Like, it was right. Sometimes I think my house is haunted. Because it was right freaking here. Oh, there it is beside me. Okay. So I was thinking about using this dried thistle. But I don't know. I'm going to have to do a floss toss on that. I don't know if some of the colors may be too close. If not, I will do that on, oh my gosh. Why can't I remember the name of it? My computer's too far away for me to look it up. Anyway, I may do it on that light gray. I think it's recommended to do it in a gray, even though that doesn't look gray. I may use it. Whatever. Okay, so Harvest Keeper. And I got Siren Cove. Sorry for the glare. And there are mermaids, so how fun. This will be stitched on Winter Moon, and it will be framed and hung with Turkey Bay, which is so adorable. I got the Addams Family. I got 1831 Christmas. So adorable. I got Mermaid Fractor. And you know what? This kills me. This is a leaf from the tree, but they look like they have one oblong saggy boob. So I need to figure out how to make it not look like they have one oblong saggy boob when I stitch it. Okay. I got Pomegranate Santa and Earthly Treasures and Count Twice. This is why I placed the order with Stitching Bitches Bob. Stitching. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Stitching Bits and Bobs, because they were the only one that had this, and this is Sea Hag. And you know what? Leslie from Under the Sea Fabric stitched this not too long ago. I also got Maxim and Zoya. I totally blame Letitia for that. Adorable. And for Christmas, I got Paradise Lost. And I blame Garrett for that. I also got some ink circles patterns. This is Blue Morpho and Alchemical Romance. And I got this for a reason. There is a book series. It is called I almost went right out of my head. The All Souls Trilogy by Deborah Harkness. And it is amazing, and alchemy figures into that story a lot. The main character, who is a witch, but also she is a professor, and she studies alchemy. So I have this idea in my head that someday I will stitch this, and I will gift it to Deborah Harkness, because why not? That, and I blame Garrett for this as well. Coffee Stitcher gets me every time. But I got from the Cricket collection, I got the Master and the Macabre. I did not buy the threads yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to give in and do the silks, or I don't know. I got, these are from Leslie. These are both from Nora Corbett. I got these when they came out. She does a really nice discount when they release. So I got both of those. What was this one's name? My Soloy? No, wait, I can't even read. My Soli. And this little girl is called, I don't like her as much, Bella Vita. And for myself, I bought, is she Emerald Fairy? May's Emerald Fairy, because my birthday is in May. And I plan to start her on May 3rd, which is my birthday, for Stitch Mania. And I am not sure if I showed you guys. This is Queen Mermaid. I got this on eBay for $10. So I was really excited about that. And then my unicorn, I got this on eBay as well. I'm going to say how much I paid. I paid, it was a steal. Somebody made a little bit of a mistake on what they listed this for. So I did get Seaside Kingdom. I can't believe I forgot what it was called. I looked on eBay every day for months. But yeah, I got it. And then I got the Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy, one that was on sale from Mirabilia. So now I only need, I have Little Miss Valentine, of this one, of the Christmas one. I've already, oh my goodness, my finish. She's in the other room. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I can't believe I almost forgot to show you my finish. This is the Halloween Fairy by Mirabilia. How pretty is my girl? So she is stitched from the kit, but I did change out the fabric. This is Twixt and Tween in 28 count Joblin from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. And I finished her on October 25th, I believe. I don't know where I was the last time that you saw her. I did do her skin over one. But there she is. I will just pull her up a little bit. So yeah, there's my pretty girl. I can't believe I almost forgot to show you guys. And she is gorgeous. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with framing for her. I know this isn't, wait, where'd it go? That's not it. What did I just, oh, she's underneath. So they are, see how they're shown round, like with the round matting? I'm actually thinking of doing all of these in a round frame, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this myself. I'm going to have to measure and actually go and spend some time at a framing place and figure it out. But she's going to have spacers, and I do want her under glass. I just prefer my stitching under glass because of dust and things, and I just feel better with them under glass. So, as I was saying, I have Halloween Fairy, I have the Thanksgiving Fairy, I have Little Miss Sweet Valentine Girl. So I just need the New Year and the, oh, I have Christmas as well. So I need New Year's and Easter, and they have not been on sale. They do cost less on Stitching Bits and Bobs than they do on 123 Stitch, but you need to be careful. Stitching Bits and Bobs charges a higher shipping rate. So even when things are on sale, you know, for just a little bit less there, do like add your cart up and get ready to check out and compare, because oftentimes it is still less expensive through 123 Stitch. So just a little tip there. I do have an order out at 123 Stitch. I have one out at Stitching Bits and Bobs. I was in, whatchamacallit, I was in Stitch from Stash, but I dropped out because it just made me go crazy and buy a bunch of crap that I didn't need, that I will never have time to stitch, and that I wanted, and I freaked out because, oh no, what if it isn't available and I have to get it now, because what if it goes out of print, and then what will I do? It will cost $1 million on eBay. So I just have to get it now. So I bought so much crap before the end of December that it was crazy. So, oh, and I bought a yard of ale from Picture This Plus from a 123 Stitch sale. I don't even know where that is right now. So that's what I mean. I have so much crap, I don't even know where it is. But it took me half an hour just to pull all this stuff together for this video, so I'm not going to look for anything else. I don't know. So hopefully I am on the edge of my buying frenzy. I also have dropped out of the Year of Whips challenge. I didn't realize the rules were as, with the pen pal thing, were as big a deal as they were. And the woman that I was assigned, she and I both agreed that we were bad at mail and mailing things and postcards, and that we would just kind of keep in touch via messaging. And apparently that was rule breaking, and we should have run it by people. And I'm a grown-up. I just don't need that stuff. So anyway, I dropped out of that, and I'm still active in Stitch Mania. That remains my favorite place where I feel the most at home. Doesn't mean that's where everybody feels the most at home. That's just where I feel the most at home. And I'm comfortable there. It's a great atmosphere. If you're not in Stitch Mania, I encourage you to check it out. Other groups are fine too. I'm not saying anything bad about those, and I'm in a couple of other ones that I like as well. But it's just too much with Sal's in like 20 different groups, or even 3 different groups, because I'm exaggerating. I have bought some digital patterns as well. If I think about it, I will attach them to the end of this video. But for now, I am going to go and try to clean all of this stuff up, which I've just kind of been gathering for the last few months so that I could show you. And I need to start my, wherever it is. I just lost it again. I need to start my, oh, there it is. I need to start my Harvest Keeper. I don't want, Heather always smokes me in these and finishes first. So she'll probably beat me, but this will be my project for the week. And yep, so that's it. And I hope to do better at checking in. I hope to do better at making videos. And I say that pretty much every time, and then I fail horribly. So don't, be surprised if you don't see me for another couple of months again, but I will try to do better. I hope everybody is having a great stitchy week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.